What's going on, gentlemen? All right, this is my channel, right? Dr. Righteousness. And the reason I name my channel that is because I want to be righteous and I want to be a doctor of righteousness. And when it comes to that, it's all praise and glory to Jesus Christ. So, with that being said, let's get into this wisdom. And I'm going to call you guys gentlemen, right? Because all of the men who watch this, and surely they're gentlemen who care about wisdom, who want to increase their knowledge. So I'm just going to really talk about some of the things that I've gone through in life. I'm not really that old. I'm still in my 20s, but I think, well, I know that I've accumulated a tremendous amount of knowledge from God already. Praise be to the Lord. Thank you for the blessings, and I'm here to give it to you. So anyone who wants to listen, they can listen. If you don't want to listen, then don't listen. Simple. Here we go. So this is the first piece of wisdom that really just came to my head I wanted to make a video about. And what it is that the most beautiful women on the earth are not on social media. Yes, they're not on social media. The most beautiful women are actually not on the internet. They're outside. Okay? You see, when you go on social media, the woman on social media, what happens is, first off, the photos that you see, they're not real. The photos that you see, they have filters. Well, let me tell you what they do first. First, they put on makeup, right? And a lot of them, they put on obscene amounts of makeup, right? Not every woman, but let's be real, right? If this is a woman who has, let's say, hundreds of thousands of followers, she's going to be putting on makeup in every photo. The vast majority of them. And then, of course, not only does she have the makeup on, now she has her perfect angle. That photo you took, she probably took maybe 200 of that same variation of that photo before she chose that exact one. So that photo was the perfect angle with the perfect makeup. And then after they got the perfect angle with the perfect makeup, then they go back in and mark up the photos. Literally, look, I know a woman that what she did was when she took photos for Instagram, she would have an app on her phone and she would put the photo in the app and she would mark up the app and she would mark up the photo. So where if she had like maybe a spot that she didn't like on her face or this or that, she would go into the app and she would switch it up and change it. So when you look at these women on Instagram, when they're posing in their photos, you have to consider that that photo is not real. When you see her in real life, she does not look like that. That's her perfect photo with the perfect angle, with the perfect makeup, with the perfect markup, put in the application where the AI is switching it up and changing it. It's not her real face and it's really not real. And if you were to see that same woman straight up out the bed, no makeup on, look, you would think that she's from a different planet. You'd be like, whoa, this is a creature from Mars. So 100%, every single thing on social media is not real, especially when people are trying to post photos of themselves. It's their ideal selves. It's their front stage selves, right? The selves that they want other people to see, but it's not their backstage selves, the selves that who they really are and who you're really going to see when you interact with them. You also have to consider that when it comes to social media, it's all just a game, right? You're just another dude behind the screen. And it's all about that clicks and those likes. That's what it's about, really. I mean, that's why the photos are posted. If the photos are posted and it's not a private account, then guess what? It's about the likes, it's about the clicks, it's about the comments. It's not about real human interaction. It's about numbers. It's about dopamine hits and dopamine rush. It's not legitimate and it's not real. And you become a pixel on a screen and not a real human being. So when you try to DM these females, you're just another fan. Listen, we already know that God gave us the authority as men. So we don't fan after women. If you want to do that, and if you want to chase after a woman with your tail wagging and your tail between your legs like a dog, then go ahead. But as for me, I'm no dog. I'm a lion, and I don't chase the woman. If you are asking me, you're probably sitting there and you're like, okay, well, if these women on social media, they're not real, right? And they're not worth my time, especially if she's has millions of followers and especially if she's revealing her body parts on the internet, then where are the women? They're outside. You have to travel. You have to get outside, right? I've been blessed to have been able to traveled to many different countries, and most definitely in the future, I'm going to travel to more. Let me give you an example. When I was in the Netherlands, right? I was in Amsterdam, Netherlands, and I was legitimately, as soon as I got out of the area where we got from our plane and we got into this kind of train station, as soon as I got there, goodness gracious, I saw so many incredible, beautiful women. But even specifically, there was this one woman sitting with her friend on some chairs in the station, and we made eye contact, and I saw her, she saw me, and she was just incredibly beautiful. She just had a natural high cheekbones and, a structured jawline, and, she had long blonde hair, and it was something, it was incredible, right? And I think to myself, I'm like, wow, well, you see women who have a similar face and a similar frame of this, and you go on social media and you see these types of things, but nah, this woman's right here, right in front of me. She's not just on a screen, she's right here, and not only she's right there, but it's not the perfect angle. This is real life, straight up. I'm looking straight in her face. So that's one example. Another example, this also happened in the Netherlands, and of course, I've been to other countries, so it's not just the Netherlands. I'm not just like Netherlands propaganda, but the point is, I'm just giving you examples that are coming to my mind. Like, for example, in the Netherlands, I went to this cookie store. It was like a candy place that sold pastries and stuff. And there, literally, I'm gonna stop saying that word. There, the woman was straight up just a cashier, but she was literally one of the most she was one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life, and she was there, just standing there, doing her job. She was just a normal girl, a normal woman, just boom, right there, working in a store, looking better than 98% of all the women I've ever seen on social media, looking better than 98% of the women that are being pushed to the masses that they want you to lust after. So it's just like, when you go outside, especially when you travel to different countries, and of course I've been to other countries as well. I've been to Italy, I've been to Sweden, I've been to Romania, I've been to so many different areas and so many different countries, and I'm trying to get them numbers up too. With that being said, there are beautiful women all over the earth. So when you get out of your city, when you get out of your comfort zone, when you get out of your same little area and you go buy a plane ticket and you go to a country that you find to be interesting and go outside and walk around, you're going to see that there are a tremendous amount of beautiful women that look way better than the woman on social media. And the funny part about a lot of those women as well that you meet out in real life is that a lot of them, they don't even really have followers like that. A lot of them, they're not even on social media like that. They're not even on Instagram like that. They got private accounts. The most beautiful women really don't even have a social media presence like that. For example, there was a woman that I knew in Texas, and I'm telling you, whoa, she hit the spot in terms of, you know what I mean? But the point is that she was an incredibly beautiful woman, and she did not even have one picture of herself on her Instagram. Her Instagram was private, and she had no pictures of herself. So I'm like, okay, this woman is so attractive, but she has no images of herself on social media. She doesn't like the attention. She doesn't want people looking at her. Honestly, it was kind of crazy, but she was low-key kind of like insecure. Even though she couldn't see what I could see, but I could see that she was an astonishing woman. But she couldn't see that, right? And that's the type of woman that you want. Not necessarily that she doesn't know that she's beautiful, but that she doesn't want the attention for other people. She doesn't want people looking at her, and she doesn't want people knowing her business and posting her information on the internet. So these are the types of women that when I have traveled, I've started to witness and see that the women who really have the most raw beauty, that you don't need filters, you don't need perfect angles, they don't need makeup. These types of women are the women who are actually the most humble. Because when you think about it, the women on social media who are just fiending for the likes, like a drug addict, literally addicted to the dopamine. Though a lot of those women, they're just basically average, maybe above average woman that may have a nice body, that boom, they just put on all the makeup, and it's just because of all the fame and the clout, they just get boosted and overinflated ego. But when you actually look at the women who are like, you just look at their face and it's just like, wow, like just the way that their bone structure and just the way that just it comes together like a perfect painting, like literally Michelangelo. It's something that is a work of art created by God. These types of women, number one, again, they're not on social media. And number two, they're not out here feeding for likes. They're more humble. They're more humble. And it's just a crazy thing to experience when you really experience this and you find out about this. Bro, gentlemen, listen. You got to get outside the house and you have to go and travel, and you have to go to Europe, and you have to go to Asia, and you have to go to South America, and you have to go to all of these incredible countries across the earth. You got to go to Egypt. Oh, speaking of Egypt, I'm telling you, the women in Egypt, they have the most beautiful hair. Ooh, they got these nice coily curls, but oh man, it's an incredible thing. Go down there and ride some camels. Really, what I'm trying to tell you is that just get outside the house. And if you don't have money to go travel to different countries, just leave your house. Just go walk around your city, or go get in a car and drive maybe to a different city and just walk around, right? And just experience life and just really see, hey, you're going to be shocked to see just how many beautiful women there are outside your own front door. So get off the social media. Stop wasting your time on that. Go outside. Now, I'm not telling you to chase women. I'm just telling you to go outside and to see what God has made. Gentlemen, have a great and blessed day. God bless you.